That thing's on. That thing's on.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, that's his trademark. And my trademark is welcome back to the Fully Lacking Podcast, episode 48, baby, where a couple ADHD dudes and their producer try to get through life. I am your host, Drew. This is your other host, Anthony. And behind the camera, behind the boards, the third leg to the tripod, we'd be nothing without her, producer Lisa. We are your Fully Lacking team. And as we do in every episode, it is now episode 48. So we're going to take a little bit of time out of our day right now. And we need 48 of you. Don't look at me with those eyes. We need 48 of you to hit pause on this video and go follow us on all social media platforms. We'll wait. I wonder if it counts the 0.5 we got in followers last episode or 2 episodes ago.
If what counts?
Like if YouTube's like, oh, this is a half.
I think it needs 2 halves before it counts it.
Oh, that's not fair. That's almost like, hold on. Thank you so much. We're back. We appreciate you. He will jump into our socials later, but we appreciate the love that you're giving us. It's episode 48. Before I get into ranting about stuff that I want to talk about, producer Lisa has an interesting one today. An interesting story of the day. Producer Lisa, without further ado, sing it loud, sing it proud. What you got? Lisa, what you got? See? Look at that. I didn't even say papa.
You just said it.
I did. That's okay.
You tried your best.
Yeah, I did. No.
Okay, Tom Cruise has set the Guinness World Record for burning parachute jumps with the new movie Mission Impossible.
He's still making those?
Yes.
When badfacts.com or wrongfacts.com, see when the first Mission Impossible came out?
Mid-90s.
It had to have been, right?
Maybe even late 90s, but mid-90s it
He's
lit.
still making them?
1996.
I was 6. You were 14. That's crazy.
My sister was born that year.
96, I was 9 years old. 9 years old.
You're 3 years older than me?
Yeah.
You are. Ugh. 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 I need to get younger friends.
How many Mission Impossibles can there be?
Well, I mean, clearly it's not that impossible, right? Like he's
I mean, if you've already done one burning parachute jump, you know it's possible. So how can the next burning parachute jump be impossible?
I think, and producer Lisa and the assistants from wrongfacts.com could help us with this. I think this is the first ever burning parachute jump.
Oh, I thought it was a record number of them.
No, it is.
But it's just because he did a record number in one movie. They've never done it in the movies before, right?
I don't know. He has 16 total.
So the record number of Mission Impossible movie set burning parachute jumps, I think it's a pretty unique record.
Yeah, I guess
I'm pretty sure that's an overall
It's not
record.
really a big flex, actually. I mean,
At his age, it's kind of a flex.
how old is he? Wrong facts it. How old is Tom Cruise?
Mid-50s.
He has to be, right? So he does all of his own stuff. He's like the Caucasian Jackie Chan.
He's 62.
Oh, wow.
He's 62 years old. And that old ass man jumped out of a plane with
Scientology gave him invincibility, bruh.
Yo, how does he look so good? I'll put
Scientology.
Look at Tom Cruise. I just put a picture. Future Drew. Let's look at him.
Where is it? Is he here
It's
or
like
there?
here somewhere.
Oh, okay.
He's dapper. He looks younger than us.
Telling you.
Well, I don't know enough about Scientology, but I do know
We're going to get hunted for my comments
Oh yeah,
today.
no, never mind. We're done.
But they're already here. So we might as well get hunted for a good reason.
The second they hear it, they're like the Candyman.
You know, we're going to go way off.
Okay.
Real quick. South Park shut Scientology down with this South Park episode.
Elaborate. Tell me more.
I don't want to get too far away from this story, but the nutshell of the matter is that they had found actual facts that the people believe and then just put them onto an episode with their twist of humor. And then it kind of just made it all look really ridiculous.
Whoa.
And then from there, it kind of fizzled out. But there's still lots of people maybe probably stuck in it. But Tom Cruise is definitely has the elixir of life.
Really? Yeah.
Because 62 and I don't care. I mean, one burning parachute jump is pretty impressive 16. At that age. I'll be lucky to do a regular jump at 62 years old.
Can we try to calculate how long each of those jumps took? Like how long it took to reset that scene and do it again?
It doesn't sound fun. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it's just
like hours. Those one of them has to take hours. Because you gotta safety check again and then get him in the air and then safety check again.
But your assumption is that it's all in one movie. I don't know, based on the information from wrongfacts.com, if it was all in one movie or throughout the course of many movies.
That's a good one.
I'm assuming it's throughout the course of many movies.
I don't remember him doing any other burning parachute jumps.
You've watched all 12 of them?
How many is there? Is there a lot?
I think there's 8.
There's 8?
8 over the course
he
of 30 years.
He almost caught up to Fast and the Furious?
On his own.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, there's not even, The Rock's not even in it. The Rock's not even in it.
I've really been into that franchise. What world record would you like to hold, or do you think you already hold? Even if it's really random.
I don't know. I think, what you got? What are you snarkling at over there?
I was gonna say the longest time in the bathroom. Like you stay there for hours.
I got hours is wild. I got rookie numbers compared to people I know. Like some people stay there for a while. Like my legs will go to sleep, and then I'm like, okay, it's time to go. It's not poor circulation. We film this for an hour, usually, and my legs never go to sleep. So
you're in there for longer than an hour?
I don't think I am. I think producers.
You just gave information that presented it like you were. Because you're like, we're in here for an hour and doesn't fall asleep, but I'm in there for this amount of time and they do fall asleep. If I put 2 and 2 together, it means you're in there for longer than an hour.
Yeah, but I'll be sitting at my desk for longer than an hour and my legs don't fall asleep. Huh. What's the science behind the toilet? I mean, sorry, that's not what my world record would be, though. Maybe...
I love how you entertained it for long enough, though.
Attempted and rejected contact with your mother. Not
my mother?
No, my mom.
Okay.
Your mom picks up right away.
My old record.
That was good.
At least for one of us.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say maybe he should reach out to your mom and see if that works.
You could be a catalyst for me. Yeah.
We could be each other's stepdad.
We'll bridge.
What kind of crazy family dynamic would it be?
Who's gonna call who dad first?
You.
No.
Papa.
No. Papa. I don't know. What would yours be?
Oh man.
It's hard because you're a really humble dude. So like
Yeah, you're doing that sarcastically.
No,
right?
I'm not. I'm not. You introduced me to humility.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Number of people I introduced to humility.
1. You have to have something. Something good.
I believe my record would be number of days with sweaty hands.
Yeah, dude, you have moisture in them palms. Palms? Yeah, I said palms, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm saying with a B, palms, but
It does not.
Okay. Yeah, you're
high school. I was reckless, just constantly.
You're producing electrolytes with those palms.
Right now.
It's sweaty.
Right now, I have sweaty
always.
hands. Not always, but.
So how does that hurt you in the cold weather? Do you have like pomsicles?
Pomsicles?
Yeah, like icicles, but pomsicles.
I don't know if it's just colder sweat for sure.
Is it just because you have like a bunch of sweat glands on your hands? What causes sweaty palms?
Anxiety and managing ADHD.
You have anxiety right now?
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen?
Failure.
Oh, well, that's out the door, buddy. We're
I
succeeding.
already met that one a while back. Oh. Yeah, we're succeeding.
Whoa. Whoa, it took a left. Yeah, I don't know. Both of our Guinness Book records would be quite depressing. Very under the bar. Like, we're just trying to get in there and get a plaque. It's like, what? Your mom never answers the phone? Yeah, I got an award for it.
Yeah.
Like, what? You're always dropping things out of your hand? Yeah, got an award for it.
No, what do you mean dropping things out of my hand?
They're like extra moisturized. So you're like, oh gosh.
I feel like moisturize implies the moisture's in my skin. It's just on the surface of it.
So your hands are still dry.
Condensated. My hands are still dry, and there's just condensation around them.
Yeah, but
like a nice dewy morning. You know what I mean? Blades of grass, glistening in the morning.
Are you done with your fucking poem yet, dude? Jeez.
I wasn't, but I am now.
Palm sweat on the leaves. Find it in your next.
Palm sweaty.
Palm sweaty.
Arms are heavy.
No, we can't get into legends and their downfall just yet. Maybe we should. I don't know if a lot of our viewers or watchers heard that Lil Wayne dropped a new album. I don't know if they did.
Lil Wayne dropped a new album.
There you go. You heard it first here on the Fully Lacking podcast. Thank you, Anthony. I listened to it. It's Carter 6. It came out June 6th.
When this episode comes out, that'd have been 2 months ago.
Yeah, okay. June 6th it dropped. Yeah, I don't know if you want to jump in on your opinion. I will say that I feel like we are a bit qualified to speak on this because we kind of grew up with Lil Wayne. I did.
Somewhat. Like literally grew up with Lil Wayne based on our ages and his age.
Yeah, how old is he?
I don't know. He was
probably like
when
mid-40s. Wrong facts it?
Back that Ass Up came out, he was like 17.
He was still like
I think I was like 12. He's not too much older than me. He's a
he
bit
on
older
that
than you.
song?
Yeah.
He was on there with Juvie?
Yeah. Huh. Very inappropriate. But
yeah, he was a kid.
I don't get into that.
He's 42.
Yeah, he's only 4 years older than me, which is wild.
That's wild. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. So this is what I'll say. Wayne's mixtape stuff when he was doing them, incredible.
To honor his legacy first, because if we're on the same page, we're gonna need to set the foundation.
Yeah, we'll see where we're at.
I mean, mixtape Wayne with no ceilings,
crazy.
The
droughts, block is hot,
dedication.
Dedication.
I mean, he you could arguably say he ran the mixtape era for a minute.
Yeah, him and DJ Drama did a lot of crazy stuff together. I will say that the Carter was amazing. The Carter 2 was phenomenal. The Carter 3...
Probably his magnum opus.
Yeah, Carter 2 and Carter 3, it's debatably one or the other for sure.
Okay.
Carter 4, kind of a slow burn. Carter 5 missed. But his impact, what Wayne created within music, like there is no Drake without Wayne. Period.
Oh, I mean, no Nicki.
There's no Nicki. There's so many people that came up. Young Thug, he's said it numerous times that because of Wayne, like they're
for the Atlanta scene in general. I mean,
yeah, and I think that people don't.
Not Atlanta. He's from New Orleans.
Yeah, you're right. I think that people don't realize his impact. Like he started with the Hot Boys. Is that what that crew was? I think. Yeah, and
Juvie and Turk, I believe.
And then he exploded as like a solo artist, and respectfully though, because Juvie was still huge too.
Yeah,
Juvie know how to run, bro. And then what he did with music and Young Money, Cash Money, and like it's insane. It's like
YMCA, baby.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. And I think that him, I guess, exploring that auto-tune sound, because he's never stepped away. That's one thing about Wayne.
Yeah.
He found it. Lollipop was like his first, and then he never stepped away from that style.
You can argue he hasn't stepped away from a lot of things. I think in listening to, I mean, now that we've gotten the legacy out of the way, put respect on his name because of who he is and what he's done.
Correct, his impact, yeah.
I think about how Lil Wayne is in Neverland.
How Lil Wayne is in Neverland.
And he's been rapping. He's been trapped in this period of time where he's rapping for the past 20 years. And I say that in the sense of he's still rapping about the same topics for the same way for many years.
He has a really cool ability of making things interesting though. Like it's slowly dying out, but like even in his new album, I want to say it was off the first track, he said something like, if they want beef, I'll turn them into leather. I thought it was pretty,
that's all right.
It's pretty good. Or he said
his hit to miss ratio though is way off on that album.
He also said something about macaroni that was really weird.
I think we can't say that.
And then he said life's a bee and I'm about to make her your ex. Like I'm gonna kill you. That was there's some right. Yeah, there's some that are pretty cool.
Glimmers, but the punchline style, it's every other bar it's like da 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 like da 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 like and it's from that mixtape era. And then his subject matter, like I was reading, and there's a lot of negative hype around this album before I went into it.
I mean,
so I try to be objective. I listened to the first half of the album, all of the songs while I was cleaning. Mm-hmm. And then after the first half, I was like, I think I have a good idea of this album. And if I hear some of the same themes and things that I don't like, the rest of the album, I'm skipping the songs.
It was
I think I skipped
tracks.
one song.
It was 19 records.
I didn't skip only one song. I didn't skip the whole rest of that album.
Wow.
And I'm not going back to that project.
Yeah.
And I know, skin wise and what have you, it may not be the demographic for his music at times, but it's not. It's just tired at this point. And the beats were terrible. Let me just say the beats were abysmal.
Yeah, it was. I was surprised that I didn't like the Jelly Roll and Big Sean record.
I like the hook. I like Big Sean's verse.
Exactly.
But I didn't like Wayne and everything else about it.
I think the song I liked the most was Bells. It was a little corny, but I liked it. And I also liked the one with Big X the Plug. I like Big X.
Lil Wayne's rapping was terrible.
It was.
I like Big X. I like Big X too, but
yeah.
Oh man.
So I saw something on I can't remember where I saw it, but they had a picture of Eminem's last album and a picture of the Carter 6. And they said, it's sad when your idols fall from glory.
Yeah, and it's a perfect example.
And it killed me because I'm a big fan of both of them.
Yeah.
Right? Huge fan. I much more enjoyed Eminem's album than I did Wayne's. And which is crazy to me because bro, my high school days were like Wayne constantly. And my ringtone was Lil Wayne, right? Like it just wasn't for me. He had some records on there that were like, who cleared this? Like, why? Who cleared this record? And he's still undebatably one of the best to ever do it.
Yeah.
And when he was primed, it was insane. But this was a miss for me. It was a hard miss. And our friends, Joey B, Joe Budden, and those guys, I mean, it was a headphone throw from Joey B. Joe Budden threw his headphones off.
Really? They already reviewed it?
Yeah. And Donda 2 came out as well, same day. I have not heard that at all.
For the Lil Wayne stuff, Eminem is a good comparison for me. Because I feel like they're both all about the culture, which is great.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're all about the culture and therefore they have nothing new, like perspective wise, to offer it after all these years.
You know what trips me out though? And maybe you can touch on this with me a little bit. The undeniable relevance they still have. Like, and what I mean is if they drop something, people are going to listen to it at least once. It doesn't matter. People listen to this album. People listen to Eminem's album. It's crazy how that part hasn't left. Like they're not flopping in the sense of people aren't talking about it. It's just what they're saying.
I think they're reaching the end of that period.
I agree.
Where we're kind of aging out with their music and the new generation. They're kind of unknown to the new generation. Like it's towards the end of that.
Yeah. But then there's like megastars like Jay. Jay could drop an album now and the world would go crazy for it.
I don't know.
I know.
It's been a long time since 444.
It's been a while.
And people, but
people look for his verses. When Jay drops a feature, it's plastered.
Again, last time he had a feature
I can't even remember.
was on a Drake, I think the Drake album.
Yeah, it was a crazy verse though. It was a good verse. But I don't know. I think that, I guess, to kind of put a pretty little bow on this, I love Wayne and I'll still listen to his old music. I think this one was a hard listen for sure.
Yeah. I was listening to it while I was cleaning my house, and I was cleaning my house because.
Hey, were you cleaning your house while you're listening to it? You said that like 6 times. Do you want us to stop so we could talk about your house and how clean it is? You've never in the history of us hanging out said something like 6 times. What's going on with you?
6 times is an exaggeration.
No,
I was building up into why I was mentioning it again.
It's not a big embellishment.
Before you were sarcastic.
It's not a big embellishment.
I was cleaning my house, listening to the Lil Wayne album because I have had a dilemma over the past week. Maybe a longer. Maybe the past year.
Oh, shit. Okay, what is that? It's a long time.
So over the course of the past few weeks, I've noticed an influx of bees in my home.
You just got a girlfriend, dog. What are you talking? You got honeybees in there? What's going on?
One bee, maybe I heard loud buzzing, thought it was a fly, maybe a horse fly. It was a whole ass bee. It was kind of trying to get out on the windows.
Did you let it out?
I was like, what am I? Hey, dude, like right over here.
Yeah.
No. He's like way up in like the entryway window.
I need you to tread softly with what you're about to say about these bees, because this is a public forum and you're worried about a lot of stuff, and I support you.
Yeah.
But if you get assassinated by the bee loving community because of this dilemma,
I think we got a member in the room. I think, you
did what you had to do.
We haven't got to what I had to do quite yet.
Oh my goodness.
The bees started to grow in number, and then I started to find them dead on the floor when I'd come home from work. It was a little disturbing at first, but I was like, maybe eventually they'll just like die out or whatever. I think I was made aware of bees at like a event in my house a while back, but I was like, they're a safe species. They're just kind of living there. They're not going to bother me until the past couple of weeks. And then one day I came home from lunch, and I kid you not, I had 20 dead bees throughout my house. I felt like Candyman.
That's what I was about to say. Did you summon Candyman?
It's been a little, it's probably one of the more disturbing things I've seen in my life.
That's a lot of bees.
That was a lot of bees. And, mention the girlfriend. She has a huge fear of insects.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like, such a girly thing to have, Sorry, I'm not trying to offend an entire gender. I'm just saying. I'm scared of insects too, just so we're clear.
What insects are you scared of?
I don't like spiders.
That's fair.
I'm allergic to bees.
Yeah.
But I'm not scared of them.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
You should be scared of them because you're allergic to them. All right, tough guy. Streets of Santa Fe.
First class ticket to the big dog. You know what I mean?
Oh, jeez.
I didn't do it myself.
You've been on a good streak without self-hating material.
Yeah.
But back at it, baby.
Yeah. Here we are.
I had to get it taken care of. And there's 2 ways to take care of bees in your home. And this is where the outrage is going to be. Is you can either call a beekeeper and they'll lure the queen out and the bees will follow.
Yeah.
Or you can just spray them down like Lil Wayne raps about. Just spray them.
You called in the bee mafia?
Just one bee hitman. Just took them out. And therefore the bees are now taken care of.
Like the hive?
No, it's just spray them down, let things take care of themselves.
There's a hive in there.
And it'll deteriorate on its own.
I don't think that's how that works, right?
It does. I'm going to trust the insect expert on that one.
Oh, yeah. He told you that.
Yeah. He sprayed some stuff because it could, if it is honeybees, which he seems to believe it was, there might be like
they don't even hurt you.
Moths that they're dying in my house.
Well, get them out of your house. Honeybees are necessary.
So you're part of the bee loving community.
I am not a righteous bee lover, but I do understand the necessity for them. So did you have to pay a beekeeper to come if you would have done it that way?
Probably.
Wait, you didn't look into it?
No, the dude offered me.
Why were you so mad? The dude offered me,
you can call my friend who does this, or I can get it taken care of tonight. And then I said,
Bro,
here's my money.
Beekeepers, I think beekeepers do it for free. Because they keep the bees. They keep them. You didn't even look into it.
No.
I don't even know who you are.
Why are you so surprised by this? When we were having the conversation with Lisa, she was explaining the strategy, and you said he's already made up his mind. And now you're acting like I didn't have my mind made up?
You are leaving out a huge detail. You implied that beekeepers were too expensive because you said those words. You said, it's too expensive. Now, fast forward a couple days, the truth comes out, you little tattle.
No, you're still thinking it's free. I never looked into it. So
Wrongfacts.com right now, producer Lisa. I need to know how much it costs for a beekeeper to come out and keep the bees for you. And if it's free,
they're bee takers in that instance.
Burn for this.
As much as the bees did.
I can't believe you killed an entire family of bees.
Probably a whole community of bees. I don't think it's just a family.
I just see what are they called? The exterminator, right?
Yeah.
He's like, all right, family.
To like 20 minutes.
Turns into John Wick. It's
Done.
like a closed shot. He's all, ah! You know what I mean? Yeah. All the bees are flying around inside trying to hold on to each other. Don't let go. I won't let go. Ah! And then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What'd you find on wrongfacts.com?
There's a whole association called the Paseo del Norte Beekeepers Association.
And it's free.
I got some bees for them to keep. They're not alive. They can keep the dead ones.
That's crazy work.
It just says a reasonable fee. That's all it says from this Beekeeper Association.
Fee, not free.
You paid for it still.
So did the bees.
I think you're scared to find out how much it would have cost because you're going to feel bad.
No, I'm not going to feel bad. I did what I did.
They're honeybees.
I stand on it.
Listen, your piece is your piece. It's important to have it. It's important to have it. I hate you now, openly and publicly. A little part of me hates you. And I'm allergic to bees, but those ones specifically couldn't have hurt you if they wanted to. You should be ashamed of yourself.
It was never about the safety.
So what did they...
You know how creepy it is living in your home and just hearing this constant buzzing?
Yeah, I would go crazy.
7 or 8 constant, like at least on average, living bees whenever I was home in the night.
I'd go crazy.
It was wild.
I wonder how they died. Yeah, no, not how physically, but like why?
What do you mean why?
Like what? They were just dying in your house, but how? Like why did they die?
I've read that male bees, like they're looking for something, and I mean they're trapped. Whatever necessities bees need to live, they weren't getting in that time frame, and fell out the sky.
R.I.P. to the bees. R.I.P. B. R.I.P. B.
R.I.P. I know you had wanted to talk about sitcoms.
Yes.
And family life experiences.
Yes.
And
yeah, I do. I enjoy it. I enjoy you introducing topics. This is fun.
What'd you grow up watching?
Boy Meets World was a big one. Family Matters. And Step by Step.
I don't think I ever watched.
With Uncle Joey and... That's Full House. That's what I meant, sorry. Step by Step is a song. Sorry. So, yeah, Family Matters, Boy Meets World, Full House. I think Roseanne for a little bit. My dad liked Roseanne. Your dad too?
No. My dad liked Married with Children.
Yeah, little Al Bundy. That's my dog. I don't know. I never got into like Cheers and stuff.
That's an older show.
Yeah.
It's not from our generation.
My grandma used to watch her stories like Young and the Restless.
Which family sitcom inspired you the most out of all those?
Oh, dude, I forgot my favorite one. I still watch it, Home Improvement. The most? Well, Boy Meets World is when I first fell in love with Topanga Lawrence. Ugh, Topanga. And then maybe Boy Meets World. I really liked that show a lot. And we're not talking about cartoons. We're talking about like actual sitcoms.
Family sitcoms.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's between Boy Meets World and and Fresh Prince. That's another one I watch constantly.
Now we're talking shows you like or influenced your...
Fresh Prince and Boy Meets World. Those two.
Okay.
Dude, Mr. Feeney, he was like Yoda.
I never watched Boy Meets World.
What do you mean? If there was a camera on producer Lisa just now, you would have seen sheer shock.
I don't even know what channel it was on.
It doesn't matter. It was on one of them when you turned it.
I mean, maybe with your fancy pants cable package. I think it was on ABC.
How poor were you?
It was on Disney Channel.
Which is on cable.
Still is on Disney Plus.
I can afford it now.
Attaboy.
But
moving on up.
But Disney.
So then
I had cable at times. I'm
you are
exaggerating a little bit.
You're
but I didn't.
poverty.
I don't think I watched many family sitcoms on cable.
What did you watch? Like, what was your sitcom?
Married with Children.
Okay. That's a pretty testy show for a kid.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sexual innuendos and stuff like that.
Sorry, my sarcasm.
His daughter was pretty.
Christina Applegate. Yeah. That was probably my first love.
Really?
Christina Applegate. Yeah.
You know who I liked a lot? That 70s show. Mila Kunis. Mm-hmm. She was pretty. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You fucking know her? I'm sorry. You're still pretty, Mila. God. Jeez, a girl's girl. Hashtag girl's girl. So, okay. What would, just the name, and I know you're going to have to think this. I'll think on it for a second. What would the name of your childhood, what would the name of that sitcom have been? And if you guys are watching or listening, if you guys see where the section for the comments that you comment in that section go, comment what you think your sitcom's name would be. Renee's going to drop a banger. She always comments on these things, and they're bangers. Drinks and Trinks. That would be me. That's what ran my life. I went to therapy a lot, and then my dad drank a lot. Drinks and Trinks. That's pretty catchy. Or the Altos. The Altos would be good. You could think on it.
What, describe the characters in your show.
All right. John Goodman would be my dad. For sure. And like, you could literally take John Goodman from Roseanne and put him in Drinks and Trinks.
That makes sense.
My mom would be...
The girl that killed Selena.
Yolanda?
Yeah.
She would be Bette Midler from Suffering. Is that what it's called? There's like a movie where she like kidnaps an author and like breaks his Misery. She'd be her from Misery.
It's an old ass reference for someone as young as you.
Yeah. My sister Jennifer would probably be a less attractive version of Al Bundy's daughter, because I don't want to think of how hot Al Bundy's daughter was when I'm putting her there. My sister Jessica, I'm trying to think of like the most reckless person in TV. She would probably be the female version of Sean from Boy Meets World. We'll put her there.
That's the most reckless person you could think of?
On like family TV? Yeah, for sure. And then I would just be Gabriel Iglesias. No, I'm just playing.
Young Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah. No, I don't know who would play me. You'd have to have a portly actor. I don't know. Yeah. And then I would be, Drinks and Trinks. Every night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's 5 o'clock. So nobody actually watched it.
5 o'clock
Mountain
a.m.?
Standard Time. PM.
Probably 3 in the morning.
Reruns. Remember reruns? It's so crazy.
Why are you talking about reruns like they're in the past?
I know that they're still here, but I just would remember how bad I'd be so sad when it wasn't a new episode of whatever I wanted to watch.
But you didn't understand how shows worked? Like,
as a kid.
Like they were, I don't know. I mean, as a kid, it was pretty obvious, like new shows. Like they even say when you're watching the show, hey, new episodes come on at this time. And so you're like, what? You're staying home from school sick, thinking it's going to be a new episode only for you at 1 o'clock in the afternoon?
Mm-hmm. I'd watch Jerry Springer a lot. You too? What was Producer Lisa's? What do you think about it? What was Producer Lisa? What was like your sitcoms growing up?
Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven for sure.
Dang, okay.
Yeah, but I watched Gilmore Girls too when I was a kid.
She still watches it.
I do,
Every night. If there's ever like a Gilmore Girls trivia, Producer Lisa's your girl.
I've never watched Seventh Heaven, but always give me the impression of a healthy family and household with no trauma. So your childhood shows were Seventh Heaven, Gilmore Girls. That's it?
Well, Boy Meets World.
Who was your favorite on there? Eric.
No.
Oh.
I liked Sean.
That makes sense.
He was cute. But there was another smart guy.
Dang, smart guy is old. That's TJ. Yeah. I think the actor's name was TJ something. No clue what that is. It's on Disney Channel. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't think I ever watched any Disney Channel. I don't think I watched many Disney Channel shows at all.
Really?
Honestly. Like, name the most popular ones from that show, that channel.
Lizzie McGuire.
Nope.
Hannah Montana.
Nope. Yeah, I never watched either one of those. I might have watched Lizzie. That's So Raven?
That's So Raven.
Nope.
You never watched That's So Raven?
Sister.
Nope.
Remember?
Nope.
All right, dude. You didn't have a childhood. We get it.
No, I did.
You've been
I watched
watching
Home Improvement
CNN since 4. We got you. Home Improvement was a banger of a show. A banger.
The Simpsons, that's a cartoon.
Yeah, but Simpsons was good.
Family sitcom.
I liked Family Guy too.
Yeah, that one's probably closer to inappropriate.
Yeah.
Married with Children, I mean, I think taught me to be sarcastic, taught me to be insulting at times.
Al was crazy. He was that guy who peaked in high school for sure. I don't know.
My dad had some Al Bundy vibes.
Did he?
To him. I mean, it's the hate to say it, but like the misogynistic part of him. My dad was somewhat like one of the things I remember my dad saying, which is terrible, but still kind of funny to this day, is like someone would ask him if the food was good. Usually my mom cooked it and he's like, no, but I'm hungry. But no, I need to eat something.
Your dad was really like a traditional man like that?
Yeah. I mean, he's yeah. I mean, he's from not necessarily Mexican culture, but whatever, you know.
What's crazy is my grandma and my grandpa, my dad's parents, they're like my grandpa's like, where's my water? Where's my drink? Where's my food? You know what I mean? And my grandma, bless her soul, bro, she's the sweetest. She's the sweetest. But my dad was he was like a doormat for my mom. Like he was not misogynistic. Is that the correct word?
Yeah.
At all.
No.
And my mom's Mexican. So my dad's Hispanic and my mom is Mexican. And
he'd roll over a lot for her.
One too many times. We know it was you.
One final time.
Yeah. She gave him a push for sure.
He was a pushover, yeah.
Yeah. But like, so my mom had that like traditional Mexican woman in her, but that only came out like for food. Like
you ever watched
everything
Titus?
else. Huh?
Sorry, you ever watched Titus? Super dysfunctional family. It was on Fox for a little bit. It was really funny. Christopher Titus. I think that might closely resemble some of your childhood because yours was by far more functional than mine was. I had a good, healthy start to it for the first 12 or 13 years. So it's hard for me to think of a name because there wasn't a consistent trauma to mine like there was for yours.
That's true.
But perhaps the road to happiness could be the roads go both ways. You know, probably roads. Something.
The road to support.
The road to support. That would be actually like a Seventh Heaven kind of name.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Huh. I think I need you to walk down a road right now, though. I need you to walk down a road for me. I need you to do it with bravery and with the fighter spirit in your heart, okay? I need you to do one thing for me. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Take it away there.
Where's the road at? Over there?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Go.
We need you to go to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, at Fully Lacking. Follow us, mention us, comment, share, like. Go to YouTube, hit the ring-a-ding-ding-dong, comment in the comment section where the comments go.
Oh, he's killing it.
And we just need your ongoing support or your new support.
Do you guys understand how great could we give Anthony a round of applause? And wow, that was killer. You know what else is killer? Fully Lacking, baby. Peace.